Now you heard about Ilvala and Vatapi. And you know what a great sage Agastya was. Now Rama wanted to see Agastya, I told you that. So Rama came all the way into the forest to meet Agastya. So when he came to Agastya's ashramam, he fell on Agastya's feet and said, "O noble sage, I have come so far to see you." Agastya was very happy to see Rama. He said, "My blessings are always with you, Rama. I am so happy you have come." And he welcomed Rama into the ashramam and gave him everything to eat and drink and a place to stay. Now, a few days after Rama stayed there, Rama told Agastya, "Oh, noble sage, it's time for me to go. 10 years I stayed in various ashramas and took the hospitality of sages. Now, the last 4 years of my exile, I want to build a small hut for myself, and the three of us want to live there." So, Agastya said, "Okay, there is a place called Panchavati. You go there. It's a beautiful place filled with lots of orchards. And I'm sure Sita will love that place. So you go to Panchavati and you build your hut there and you can live there happily." So Rama took leave of the sage and started walking into the forest. They trudged and trudged and trudged, and like I told you, the forest is a very, very thick forest, very deep and dark. So Rama, Lakshmana and Sita, though their journey was very slow, they slowly walked and went deeper and deeper and deeper into the forest. Just as they were going in the forest, the silence was shattered by the flapping of wings. And Lakshmana quickly took out his arrow to shoot that bird. But that bird said, "Oh, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. I'm Dasharatha's friend. Don't shoot me, don't shoot me." And it came swooping down and sat in front of Rama. And it was a real enormous bird. What kind of a bird it was? It was a vulture, a very big vulture. And it said, "Oh Rama, I'm your father's best friend. My name is Jadayu. Don't kill me, don't think of anything of me. I'm going to be your protector. This forest is very deep and dark and it's very difficult to go. I will take you to Panchavati and you can make your house over there. After that, I will take care of Sita when you are going about your work in the forest." So Rama was very happy to meet his father's friend. He said, "Okay, Jadayu, now you lead the way." So Jadayu started flapping and flying in front of Rama, Lakshmana and Sita and took them inside to Panchavati. Panchavati was an amazing place. So Rama built his hut there and they started living there. Now in this forest, there was an Ashura princess. She was very beautiful, very charming. Her name was Surpanaga. So one day Surpanaga was wandering in the forest when she happened to see Rama. She thought, "My God, what a handsome prince this is. I think I should marry him." So she went and stood in front of Rama and said, "Oi Rama, oi Rama, will you marry me?" Rama looked at Surpanaga and laughed and he said, "Hey." And he wanted to play a prank. He said, "I'm already married. Why don't you go and marry Lakshmana? He's as handsome as me." So Surpanaga looked around and she saw Lakshmana there, and indeed Lakshmana was also very handsome. So she went to Lakshmana and said, "Oi Lakshmana, oi Lakshmana, will you marry me?" Lakshmana just looked at her very angrily and he went about doing his work. Then Surpanaga patted Lakshmana on the back and said, Oi Lakshmana, Oi Lakshmana, will you marry me? Oi Lakshmana, Oi Lakshmana. Lakshmana said, Get away from me. I will not marry you. But did Surpanaga go away? No. She said, Oi Lakshmana, Oi Lakshmana, will you marry me? Oi Lakshmana, Oi Lakshmana, will you marry me? And Lakshmana got so angry, his face became red with anger. He took out a sword from his belt and he swung it on Surpanaga. And what happened to Surpanaga? The sword hit her nose and her nose broke. And Surpanaga screamed in pain. And the entire forest shook by her scream. It was so loud. Then she said, Wait, wait. I will go and tell my brother about you. And he is going to come and take revenge. And Surpanaga fled from that place. And she went running to her brother. And whom do you think her brother was? I'll let you know in the next story, okay?